Okay, now please start your report again.
Okay, I'm sitting here with Sharon, and we just want to report that today everything went very well. We left here. We went to the protest at the first site, and at that point, I believe I told you that the police showed up. They brought in buses. There were going to be arrests. They brought in the Army vehicle with the
sound weapon.
The sound frequency weaponry on it, and they did not need to use any of it. We had a wonderful liaison with us who went and spoke with the police. The police were calm. They told us that there would be no arrest, which was wonderful. They asked us to just move on. The work had all been shut down for the day. So we did. We peacefully moved on. We went to the second site and were able to have that shut down. So what they do is they send up this yellow helicopter. Once the scouts see that there are people arriving at the site, they give us word. Mm-hmm. And then the caravan forms and we go to the site. Well, this yellow helicopter is watching the whole time and relaying the activity to the site. So the workers, are gone by the time we show up there, which is good. But I have to tell you that the sight of it all is so disturbing. We're out here in, North Dakota, and it is just farmland as far as you can see. Fields and crops and huge sunflower crops, and then snaking all the way through the middle of these fields are these green pipes, and dug up terrain all around it, and it's just such a disturbing sight to see it. And it's they're saying that they were supposed to stop all digging within 20 miles of the Cannonball River. There's reports yesterday that they're within 13 miles. Now, I am not sure if that's accurate. I'm going to try to track somebody down tomorrow to get the facts on that. But they do go out every day. They do try to do the digging, and the people here are committed that they are going to, intervene every day. And people have to realize that, these people are camped out here with very little supplies, very little funds, and it's a long drive. It's, it's a 20-mile or more drive, and it's all on dirt roads, and it's rough terrain, and it's a lot of gas for, 100, 200 cars to gas up and to get to these sites, but they are so committed to saving this water. They do not want this pipe to reach the Missouri River, and it's just a sight to behold. There was peace throughout the entire day. There are young warriors on horseback that are keeping everybody safe and protected. There are ex-military members who are there in the crowd protecting us, mm-hmm. and it is just it's just so peaceful and loving, and it's being done for the right cause. What I want people to realize is I've heard people say, "Oh, this is the Native Americans' cause or whatever," and that couldn't be further from the truth. They're just on the front line. They're the protectors. They're the activists that are actually protecting this water for all of us.
Yes.
And we all need to be so grateful to them.
I agree. And this isn't just about the water. This is a movement now beyond the water. Sure, it's about the water, and water is life. But I mean, this gathering of humanity, the gathering of kind of like what the Native American prophecies of all the people coming together, I feel that's happening now.
It definitely is, and you can see it right here at this camp, right, Sharon?
You certainly can. It's just everybody has become, all the nations have become one. I heard someone speaking today that said they had come from Alaska, and they come from everywhere to join in to support and to unite to be able to protect the waters for everyone. Mm-hmm. It's really humbling.
And how about the diversity? I mean, there's young family here with little children. There's actually people here with babies. I mean, these moms are just saying, like, they have to be here. This is the future of their children. And I mean, you know, there's, I think every nationality, it's such a diverse camp. You just can't believe it, and everybody gets along so well.
And there's people coming in and out all the time. Some are staying for short stays, some, but most of the people that we met are here for the duration that they're committed to, and we just wonder how they're going to make it through the winter. But they're determined. They said our ancestors can do it, that we're going to do it. But I know we're going to need a lot of help to be able to keep this up.
Yeah, I mean, just in our tent last night, you know, it got down. We had frost this morning, so it was really cold in there, and we were so grateful that we had cots and we had sleeping bags. But, you know, I don't know what they're going to do, because people today were telling us that, you know, it gets 20 below here, and then you have to put the wind chill on top of that. So we do have some exciting news. So our other grandmother of Gaia, Jackie, is coming in on Thursday. So Sharon and I will drive to Bismarck to pick her up. And Jackie has been to Guatemala and helped people down there. So when she arrives, we're going to build a stone oven for them, so they'll have that for the winter.
Yes.
And Jackie has built these in the past. So it's been hard, because everything that we cook here, we cook a lot. Sharon and I have been doing a lot of cooking and prep work and all of that, but it's been a real blessing. But, you know, it's huge quantities, but everything either has to be boiled or, you know, it's just on a camp stove. So to have an oven will be so nice to make bread and to put some of their meat in there and things. So that'll be our project, and that'll be what we'll leave here for the camp. Will be a beautiful oven for them through the cold winter.
Well, thank you so much for the report. I mean, I'm getting the word out. You know, we obviously, you know, Shelley and I putting it out on Facebook. I belong to the One Truth Forum. It's, you know, it's one of the many kinds of forums out there, like Project Avalon, except a little smaller and a little warmer. And I have started the thread of, you know, humanity stands at Standing Rock. And so as soon as right now I'm recording this. And so I can get this. So now when this is done, I'll upload it and I'll get it up on Facebook. I'll get it up on the forum and let people hear this firsthand report.
Mm-hmm. You know, I was talking to my friend Kay just a little while ago. I'm so grateful that I've been having, you know, sporadic phone service, because we were afraid we weren't be able, you know, to get out at all. And we've been lucky. We've been able to find some spots where we can get some cell phone service. And I told Kate tonight, she said, you know, my sisters and I, we want to do something, but we don't know what to do. And what I want to tell everybody is to call ABC, CBS, NBC, and say, you know, this is the story of the time right now. This is our future here, the future of our planet, the water. Why are you not covering this? What is it that's keeping you from covering this story? And if enough of us call and ask that simple question, I think they're going to have to react to it, and they're going to have to start getting this truth out. And people should say to them, is the reason that you're not covering this because it's big money and it's corporations? Because it's an issue for humanity. There's no reason. They get on there and they cover every other story about war and about whatever. Why aren't they covering this when this is, you know, people of all race? It's the human race that's here, you know, trying to preserve this water. And this, you know, we have people like Neil Young, and we have Robert Redford, and we've got, you know, Willie Nelson, and, you know, different people who are working really hard to get the word out. But it's going to take, you know, average people making the phone calls, just calling the TV station and say, explain to me why you're not covering this. I don't understand it. And if enough of us do that, they're going to show up here. Now, I have to tell you today, there was a Fox News van at the one, you know, gathering in the beginning. But the flip side of that is the news van was with the police cars. So I don't know how that story is going to be shown, in what light. But my request is that everybody just, you know, if you don't know what to do, just make that one phone call. Call one of the, you know, radio stations or the TV stations and just make them answer why they're not covering this. And I think we'll see some results.
Well, I remember watching a video from, you know, one of the younger warriors, and he was asked, why isn't the media covering? He goes, we don't want the media here. All they do is twist our stories. He said people had chanupas in their hands, the peace pipe, for those who don't know.
Yeah.
And the news reported it as, men were menacing with their pipes in their hand and making it sound like they had lead pipes or something.
Mm-hmm. Well, if they do get it out and they put it out in the wrong light, then we go after that.
Yes.
I
agree.
Counter it.
I want this.
But we can't remain silent. Silence is not helping us. We need numbers. Now, somebody told me today that even people in Germany are getting behind us. And I heard, one of the men who is, I'm not exactly sure what he is, but he's not an elder, but he's got a position in the tribe here. And he was saying that even people in Russia are following this. So this is getting international coverage, but it's mostly because of people on Facebook and people, alternative news that's trying to get this out. We are camping here with some journalists, and they are getting it out. They're independent journalists, so they're not beholden to anybody, and they can get out the story. But it needs to be bigger than that. It needs to be, on the 6 o'clock news, when people are finished their dinners and they sit down to watch the news, this story has to be part of it. So that's what I'm requesting, for people to just make some phone calls.
Yes, I mean, when we think about it, Jill Stein, a presidential candidate, was there. North Dakota issued an arrest warrant for her for spray painting on a blade. I mean, you'd think she made it, would damage it or something. So she was there. She is represented. Now we have two presidential candidates, and neither one of them are even mentioning this.
I know, it's unbelievable. And we were told, the land on the other side of the river from where we are, where the main encampment is,
yes,
that was, part of that was private land. And so this oil company was encroaching on it. And the owner confiscated their equipment. So then what happened was, he was faced with either eminent domain, or they offered him $20 million to sell all that land, and he sold the land. So now they own that land.
Right.
But what the treaty holders are saying is that he had no right to sell the land because it's still owned by the Sioux tribe under the original treaties. So here this land is being sold, and it's not even the owner of the land that is selling it. So there's so much corruption going on here that it really needs to be looked at. And there is a woman here, and I'm probably going to say her name wrong, but I believe it might be Joanna Spotting there, and she is the treaty holder. Mm-hmm. So we're going to go over to the Red Warrior camp tomorrow, and we're going to try to talk with her and see if we can get the correct information about what's going on with the land and the treaties, and then we'll get back to you with that.
Right. I mean, we're also... I posted a video, and actually a podcast last night, and was two financial advisors. They normally talk finance, and all they did was talk about this. And one guy he's somebody who had donated $10,000 and got an army tent there with, with a stove vent and whatever. I mean, these were two. I got this on Zero Hedge, and these men spent 41 minutes speaking about the importance of this. How the status quo not only isn't working anymore, but more people are seeing it. And not only is it not working, it's failing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's definitely getting out there.
This is moving people.
It's hard for the people here at camp to know how much it's spreading, because it is pretty isolated here. But it's really nice to talk to you and, get an update on what's happening. We don't really have service here to get online to check the news or Facebook or see what's really going on. So it's good to talk with you and hear the updates.
More and more people's hearts and spirits are being moved by what people like you and the people who are standing at Standing Rock are doing. Those of us who are awake and aware enough and conscious enough are being enormously moved, and it's breaking the veil. It's breaking the veil of complacency and business as usual. And I want the people to know that.
Yeah, it's been amazing. And tomorrow at 10 o'clock in the morning, Sharon and I are going to go over there having the grandmothers' voices. And it's all the grandmothers of the tribes who will be there talking with women. So that will be a really wonderful experience. And then after that, we'll come down here and we're going to do a sweat with Grandmother Teresa, so that'll be wonderful too. So tomorrow should be a pretty wonderful, prayerful day. And I don't know if Sharon and I will go out. If the call comes again, I guess it'll be however Spirit moves us at the time. We definitely want to go and be part of it because we know that, you know, every car and everybody that shows up there makes a difference. But not sure what tomorrow will bring. I wish it would just bring peace and an end to all of this.
Well, I just hope people are carpooling as much as possible to keep the gas consumption down. You know, as many bodies in a car, because it's the bodies, not the cars, that are needed.
Yeah, it's sort of funny because some people are saying they need a large caravan because that's what's being seen from the helicopters and all.
Right.
But even though, yes, there's a lot of carpooling too. I mean, there were so many pickup trucks right here that had probably 10 people in them. And, you know, just the backs of the pickup trucks are full. The insides, I mean, so yeah, there was, in fact, when we were ready to get in our car to leave today, a woman came up to us and just said, you know, I really want to go. I don't have a ride. So we took her there and brought her back. So there is a lot of that going on.
All right. So, no, it sounds like it's everything. Spirit, you know, God is speaking to their hearts and everything is unfolding the right way. There's a lot of coherence and love. And I'm just trying to get more and more people to even know this is happening. I mean, I'm watching the threads and people are still talking about ETs and, you know, and my labs and everything else. And there's something really unfolding here, that what people are doing here. What is there, 7,000 people there now?
I have no idea what the number is. All I can tell you is from the time we drove in until today, there are a lot more people here. The camp is getting wide. It goes along the river, and it's getting like wider, further away from the river. It's getting deeper with teepees and campers and tents. And so, yeah, there's definitely more people here, but I have no way of giving you any kind of number.
That's fine.
But, you know, what you say about ET, it does bother me. It's sort of like, look over there, you know, keep watching ET so you don't watch what's happening here on Mother Earth. And we have, you know, this planet right now that we've been entrusted with. And we should be focused on, you know, saving her and healing her. And, you know, ET thing, if and when that ever happens, that's not my concern right now. My concern right now is our water, our air, our soil. I mean, all of this here, this is our earth. This is what we should be focused on.
I totally agree. And I'm hoping to get more and more people to realize that this is really happening. And so many people are wondering, when is it going to end? When is one of the powers that be going to end? Well, at Standing Rock, it's where we are standing up to the powers that be. And there you are with them. I can't tell you my admiration for you.
Thank you, Ben. Well, lots of love to you and to everybody else in Global Mission of Peace. And we feel your love and we feel your support, and the people here truly need it. So thank you, and we will try to get back to you tomorrow if possible. All
right. Well, thank you.
You're welcome. Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Love you both. And
love
all that. Bye. Okay, so I just kind of turned off the video for a while so you didn't have to look at my face up close, even though the complexion is kind of okay. And I would have had Shelly join us, but Shelly, apparently, she's got a lot of things to do. She's getting ready to do some traveling herself. Excuse me. So anyway, this is going to wrap it up for now. And I was trying to think if I had anything else to say. No, just whoever's hearing this already hears it. Try and please let other people know what's going on. Let other people know the love that's happening. And I don't, the word hope is sometimes a little bit weak, but it is hope. I mean, it's more than hope. People are doing something. There's a team to back here. There's somebody to root for. There's some real, we have a team now. So let's root for them. All right, so thank you all. That's obviously the last update at 10:55 Eastern Time, and I thank you all for just being a part of this. God bless you all. God bless us all. We'll do this.